What's going on, everyone? I got a video today that was sent to me by Donald Mahan from the Donald Mahan YouTube channel. His link will be in the description. Now, this video takes place in Brunswick, Georgia on May 8th, 2022. So Donald and his wife decided it would be fun, and for whatever other reason decided to invite one of her old friends over to stay with them and visit them for a little while. And it turned out to be a very, very bad decision because, according to Don, they got to arguing and the friend ended up trying to throw hot coffee on Donald's wife, and then they ended up tussling, going to the ground and wrestling, and the men broke them up. After the men broke them up, the friend of the wife's went and called 911. Now, the police show up, got everybody's story, and decided not to take anybody to jail because half was saying this happened and the other half was saying that happened. So they left, didn't arrest anybody, didn't write anybody any citations, and they told them to work it out amongst themselves. Everybody agreed and shook hands. Well, several hours later, the friend of the wife started having seizures, allegedly, or she was faking seizures. I don't know which one it was. Neither does Don. She called an ambulance. So when the ambulance showed up, all of a sudden, she refused the service and was getting combative with the ambulance crew. So the ambulance crew called the police back over to Donald's house, and that's where this video is going to start. And Donald's going to get arrested for interference for doing absolutely nothing wrong. But what appeared to trigger Sergeant Sparks, the arresting officer, was his free speech. And you cannot do that. Speech cannot be deemed interference. The Supreme Court has ruled on that in the city of Houston versus Hill. Anyways, you guys enjoy the video. Later.
So what's going on?
You tell us.
I don't know. You guys just pulled in like the gangland. I'm trying to figure that out. They've been here twice.
Wow, this is already getting good. Sergeant Sparks, you got called there to assist with the ambulance. So you walk in Don's yard, and when he asks you what's going on, you say, "Oh, you tell me." And then you say, "Get your hands out your pockets." Good Lord, what the hell is wrong with you, Sergeant Sparks?
You need to pat me down, Terry stop or something. You can pat me down, ma'am, for your own safety. I understand this is a free country. You're on my property right here. So don't.
What we got called?
You want to pat me down for your safety? Do you feel unsafe, officer? Because she apparently does. You got your hand on your gun. Get your hand off your gun. Get your hand off your gun. Why is your hand on your gun? Well, it looks like it to me. You over here like John Wayne, you guys coming to my house. I don't know what's going on here. You come over and tell me get my hand out my pocket.
Did anything physical happen with her today? Was she hit? Was she abused?
Earlier today, you already know there was
I was not here.
I really hate it when cops say, "Well, I wasn't there." And it's even more annoying when Sergeant Sparks says it. Good Lord, Sergeant Sparks, you weren't there, but half of the police force was already there earlier. They investigated it, they didn't arrest anybody, and they left. Now you're trying to dig up old crap and take somebody to jail for anything you can. Get a life, Sergeant Sparks. Go help the ambulance driver. They're the ones that called you.
Earlier today, she attacked my wife in front of like 4 other people, and my wife defended herself. She never hit her back. That woman pulled my wife's hair and kicked her in the house.
Okay, we need to speak to her.
Okay, but that incident was earlier. That has nothing to do with what's going on here. Okay.
That's exactly right. It has nothing to do with why they're there right now. Sounds like Donald knows the law better than Sergeant Sparks. But you're not going to be able to tell Sergeant Sparks anything because she's got the costume and the badge on.
Okay. I can get my wife, ma'am,
Go, stand right there. Stay there.
For what reason?
You will not obstruct this investigation.
How am I
Stay
obstructing?
right here.
You're on my property, and at this point, you're trespassing, and I'm asking you to leave. Ma'am, you can leave my property anytime. At this point, you're trespassing. We don't require your services here.
No, we're not.
Yeah, actually, you are.
No, we're not.
Okay, then what is the need to go to my house and knock on my door?
Good Lord, did y'all see that lady officer marching up to that front door like she was a German soldier in the 1930s invading France? My goodness.
Yeah, actually, you are.
No, we're not.
Okay, then what is the need to go to my house and knock on my door?
You need to stay right here.
Okay. And what law is that? Are you detaining me for something?
I will if you walk up over there.
For what crime? You
We're
suspect me of?
investigating,
Okay, and that's
Okay.
your job to investigate.
Okay, then.
Okay, so
Leave
you
it
can,
at that.
ma'am, there's nobody home. You can go away now. I'm here if you'd like to talk to me. You're knocking on my door?
You just lied and said she was in.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's no, do you have a warrant or do you have a reason for her to open that door? Because she's not going to. Yeah, do not open the door.
If you walk up there,
I'm recording from a safe distance of 20 feet.
like I said, if you walk up
You
there,
guys are
I
obstructing
will
my
show you.
rights right now.
Okay, walk up there and I will.
Are you threatening me now for some reason?
Like I said, you will be
Is the
obstructed.
camera
That's
obstructing
fine.
you?
You can record. I'm recording.
This
too.
is my First Amendment right.
That's fine.
And right now you're violating my Fourth
We're not
Amendment right.
violating anything.
Don't answer their questions, babe.
Put him in cuffs.
For what reason?
Obstruction.
Obstruction. That's my First Amendment right.
Okay, y'all, so after Donald was arrested, his wife did a couple of clips of recording. I'm not sure why she didn't record the whole time, but I only got a couple of small clips of after he was arrested. And she tried to disengage with the police and walk away, and they actually detained her and locked her in the back of the police car for 20 minutes with her kids unsupervised. Here's those clips.
Get into an altercation because she's saying she has brain injuries now because your husband already told me y'all did get into an altercation.
We did, but she had previous brain injuries, and she,
You know what from?
from a car accident she had 2 years ago,
Okay, do you know where that was?
in Tybee Island, Georgia.
Do you know about when?
2 years ago.
About when? 2 years.
I don't know.
So you guys, Sergeant Sparks is still trying to reinvestigate the incident that was already investigated earlier. What is her deal?
I got you!
Just a minute. Let me talk to you real quick, ma'am.
Ma'am, go back up there. Ma'am, go back over
Let me
there.
get your side of the story real quick. You can record me all you want, okay?
So y'all, right here, Sergeant Sparks is telling Donald's wife to get back over there and get away from her and leave her alone. And now in a minute on another clip, whenever she does try to walk away in the same area she was just telling her to go, she grabs her and puts handcuffs on her and detains her for over 20 minutes.
Well, I'm going back in.
Hold on. Are her kids at ma'am? Hey! Hey!
Do not touch me!
All right, those are all the clips and videos I had, but you guys, Sergeant Sparks is completely out of control. Regardless of what happened earlier, I haven't seen any videos, so I don't know. I'm just going off what I was told. I know that Donald has been trying to get the police reports ever since this happened, and they will not give them to him. They keep making excuses. But Sergeant Sparks is completely out of control. You can't just grab people and arrest them because they're not listening to you or you don't like what they said. I mean, that lady was not detained. She has a Fifth Amendment right to not speak to police. She was trying to go in her house, and she was attacked and handcuffed and detained for 20 minutes. I'm going to leave the phone numbers in the description. You guys call them and let them know what you think. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Later.